Good evening, everyone, and welcome to this cafe ride with none other than Peter Sagan. Community, this is your floor, this is your ride, this is open to you, so feel free to ask any questions in the chat. Also a note out there to the YouTube as well. If you're watching this on YouTube with the social media questions as well, you can drop your questions in the chat there for the man that's on the screen with us right now, and we'll get to as many questions as we can through this ride. We've got just about 20 or 30 seconds to go. Peter's already said to me in pre-show that he's already warm. He's got a bit of a glow on, Peter.
Yes. Hello, everybody. I'm very looking forward for this ride. Then enjoy it, and safety first.
Let's ride. So we're here in Hudariat. We're out on this ride with Peter Sagan this evening. Peter, welcome to your first cafe ride here on MyWhoosh.
Yeah, thank you very much. I really appreciate it, and I hope it's going to be fun.
These cafe rides are always fun, and you've got plenty of people joining us. I think we've got almost 200 people joining this ride today, and I know some of the community have already put questions in there. I think it's only right, Peter, that I give a bit of an intro, right? 7 green jerseys, 12 stage wins in the Tour de France, and a couple of iconic ones that stand out in my mind as well. So we'll ask you those. 4 stage wins in the Tour of Spain, the Vuelta a España, of course. Those 3 World Championships. We spoke about those World Championships, Peter, when we did that podcast in Abu Dhabi a few months back as well. So we may, I'm sure, get a few more questions about those. Of course, we've got to talk about the classics at some point as well. We've got Roubaix, Flanders, Ghent-Wevelgem, E3, Strade Bianche, of course. And you may remember as well, one of the famous victories that my colleague Matt Smithson at the MyWhoosh offices was that Amgen Tour of California, where you got that overall GC win. Is there one particular event that stands out for you? What is the one that's most memorable to you?
Well, I think definitely we are talking about success and victory. That definitely are 3 World Championships, that's for sure. Also European Championship and Tour de France, 7 green jerseys. That's something that I never going to forget.
Well, of course, you don't look like you're at home or in your normal studio right now. So I know right now you're doing a different kind of training that you would normally do. So everyone who's riding here with you, why don't you give us a bit of a background? What are you doing now? It's training of a different sort, I think, Peter.
Yeah, well, I just moved here in Bratislava because I started to train from January for the TV show Let's Dance. Then it was really very difficult to found the dancing room in France and Monaco and stuff, because all dancers are here in Slovakia. Then I just moved here in apartment, and I'm staying in Bratislava for a while. And yeah, we have much more opportunities, more options to train, also with different specialists for dancing. That's why I moved here for a few weeks.
Well, you've always been a bit of a showman on the bike, and now you're getting to be a showman off the bike as well. So it sounds like quite a fun opportunity that you've got right now.
Yeah, well, this opportunity, they already asked me. I had some requests already 4 years ago. But definitely I did a good decision that I didn't come to dance during my career, because it's taking really a lot of time, and you cannot manage the time if you are a professional cyclist. And after, if you want to train for dancing and to make it looks good, it's taking a lot of time. Now I'm training like every day for 5-6 hours. Then it's different, but yeah, to learn technique is also very difficult and boring. But after when we're training the dance with music and exact choreography what we have, it's pretty fun. And the most fun what I expect is gonna be after in the live show, and I'm looking forward for that.
Yeah, I guess that's going to be a different kind of pressure, right? When does this show? We're going to get onto cycling chat in a minute, but I think it's quite interesting what you're doing now. When does the show start? I, for one, want to see how Peter Sagan moves. So it's in March sometime when the show starts, right?
Yeah, the first live show is gonna be in 2nd of March. It's gonna be on Sunday, and then every week is gonna be one live show. It's gonna be 10 shows, and after yeah, the some couples every week is going to go out, like it's like eliminating competition. Like first round nobody is getting out, but after first round every week some couple you're gonna be bye.
And we all know you're a competitive guy, so you're going to be equally as competitive on that dance floor as someone just said that when you're dancing on the pedals as well, right?
Well, yeah, but it's more also about to have fun, to join it, to enjoy and to learn maybe some new stuff, to live some different experience, and maybe to see a little bit the background of television and stuff. Then definitely it's already now it's a good experience, and I try to do my best. But really, how I said, it's also hard sport, or to be a great dancer is really a hard job.
Well, you've got plenty of training to do that. And someone's asked there already, I don't know how long you've been training for, but someone said, have you already got a favourite dance?
Oh. Yeah, the people can judge later on in what the kind of dance I was the best. Then we will see. Yeah, like cha-cha and jive, it's more energetic maybe, it's more fun maybe, like a little bit I don't gonna say jumping, but more freestyle or relaxed. But for sure, also in that one is a lot of rules. But the classic dance like waltz, that it's gonna be much harder to keep my body in position.
I'm sure that a lot of people joining this ride weren't expecting dance chat when they joined this ride today. But talking about life after the professional road peloton, we've already had a few questions about this as well in chat. We noticed that you're doing more mountain biking. Is this also something that is more enjoyable and more fun to you? Have you just felt that climb? Is that what that was? You're working hard.
Well, yeah, not really, because the last year I tried to do more mountain biking and stuff, but after I had a heart issue, and after I just finished the season with some road races and some mountain bike race. After my last race was national championships in Slovakia on mountain bike. And after that, I said it's better to focus for something different, something else. And now I still don't know, because I just jump into different projects and stuff. I do like some rides with people. I just turned back 10 days ago from America. We have a couple of rides. And I was also BMX freestyle and supercross on the moto. Then it's taking also a lot of time to travel and to be in different places. Then my life changed in good way that is more relaxed, but still I'm traveling a lot, and I am pretty busy with logistics, that I have to do.
We'll talk about those logistics and still being able to train. Of course, you're going to be in this hotel and doing this training for your dancing. So everyone can see, right? You're on the bike in your hotel room on the turbo trainer. So is this also part of your daily activities now as well? How often are you on the trainer currently?
Well,
trainer.
How I said, like I'm trying to be, because also now in Slovakia it's cold weather, and I'm spending a lot of time in the dancing room. And it's always good to be also on the home trainer. That is much more comfortable now for me to get on early morning or late afternoon or in the evening. It's already dark outside. I'm spending, like maybe 4 or 5 days, 3 days. Yeah, depends how much I have to travel.
Well, of course, we've got some exciting news, I think, to share with the riders and the listeners and watchers towards the end of this ride as well. So listen out for that. Tim Tranter wants to know, he's in chat, he's riding with you now. What advice would you give to his 11-year-old son who wants to become a professional cyclist?
Oh, well, a commitment to do what he wants to do. And he's taking a lot of discipline too. And just follow your dream and try to be your best. And for sure, after hard work, also, I say in English, like, the fruit is gonna come, or and success. But first, everything is about hard job, hard work, and enjoy it. If you like it, that's the best thing what you can do if you are doing what you like to do.
We've got a similar question that's come in on YouTube, and this is from Roshan Raj, who's based in India. He rides Cat 6 here on MyWhoosh. He wants to know, how do you go about getting a pro contract, and how did that happen for you?
Well, it was also a long way to get in the pro, because I started with racing when I was 9 years old, and I'm very thankful to my family, father and brother, that the brother was first on the bike, and after 1 year I joined to the other like city club for cycling. And well, father always supported us. He went almost for every race with us, for mountain biking, on the road bike. And after, when we were older, we went also in out of Slovakia, in Czech Republic, Poland, Austria, also with National Federation. And after, when I was junior, I was fourth in World Championships on the road, and I won mountain bike World Championships. And in cyclocross, I was second. And after, I started to have some offer to get tested maybe outside in some World Tour team. I had offer from Quickstep and also from Liquigas in that time. And they test me if I'm good or not, and they both decide, like, okay, you should try to ride one more year in under 23. But Liquigas took me under their under 23 team, and I was racing in some different races as the man elite category, and I've been in some races second, fourth. I won few stages in Poland. And after that, when I won some races, Liquigas said, okay, next year you are coming to join the World Tour team. Then Yeah, when I was 20 years old, I started my first World Tour race in Australia.
We've got a lot of questions coming through here, so we're just trying to keep up with some of these questions. Thank you, everyone. We've got a lot of questions about wanting advice and training tips, Peter. So Eric Rinborg, he's actually known as Golden here on MyWhoosh. He wants to know, what's your best training tip to increase your FTP?
Ooh. It's not that easy. You can talk about that long time. For sure, from start of the season, you need to have a good base of hours in your red legs. I mean, from October, November, there's training hours in low heart rate, and maybe from the middle of December you start to train. Or from the start of December, depends how much base you have, and you start to do some intensity and a lot of work in the climb, and after, most important is also to start to race maybe earlier in January to get some race kilometers, and after, basically what I did always when I started racing, that it was race, rest, some SFR training, and racing and resting and racing and resting. Then I was more a rider about getting in the shape with races, the training.
Okay, yeah, that's really interesting. So that actually links to another question that we've had in. Sorry, go ahead, Peter.
No, but also now generation change, and the training methods and stuff. A lot of riders prefer to train home and go for races when they are ready. And that's how all the cycling also changed now, what I think. And a little bit different generation now in cycling that when I start to race, or when I start to join World Tour team.
Well, that leads on to two other questions we've had in, actually. And we had a question in from Michael Kopiak as well, and he's one of the riders from Poland who's, I think, also in this group there, asking, what was your daily routine? You know, when you were at home in the winter, training, prepare in the pre-season, did you have a daily routine? Would you get the sessions done in the morning? How did your day look in pre-season?
I can tell you how my day was looking when I was, in the training camp, and after you try to applicate it also in the home. Then normally we wake up, we did some warm-up exercise, some coordination training, some core training before breakfast. And after the breakfast, we went directly for a ride, maybe 4 or 5 hours. And after, when we turned back from training, we had some protein, and after we eat some carbs. And after that, it's more about resting, to get massage. And after that, maybe some stretching or some breathing, relaxation. And after is the end of the day. Then dinner, and we eat some proteins and carbs, obviously. And after, you have next day.
Well, we've got a lot of people commenting here on your style and your humor, and people wondering why you mentioned safety when you joined, but you're not wearing a helmet today, but you are wearing the sunglasses.
That was a joke, because it's pretty safe if you're pedaling in your home trainer.
I can guarantee you that there's some people in this room who have definitely fell off the home trainer whilst working out really hard, Peter.
Yeah, well, it's always possible. It's always possible to hurt yourself when you're doing some exercise.
Talking about your style and having fun and having that panache, Richie Sheeran said, is there anyone in the modern peloton, is anyone in the peloton today that reminds you of your style, either as a rider or just your attitude towards racing?
I don't know, because I cannot compare anybody with me. I'm not comparing me to everyone. But definitely Matthew Van Der Poel, he's doing great. He's doing even more than me. And Tadej Pogačar is also a very good example that I think people love him. And I think these two guys.
Well, you've mentioned a name there. You've mentioned Tadej, and Alexis has asked then. We've obviously seen some pictures this week of Tadej on some cobbled ground. He asks, do you think that Tadej can win Paris-Roubaix?
For sure. In Paris-Roubaix, it's the race. If you have a good day and good luck, everyone can win it. You need to have a really good day and good luck. And everything is possible in Roubaix. Even if you flat tire 5 times, you can turn back and win the race. But also there, maybe cycling's changed a little bit and it's going to be more difficult. But for sure with Tadej, you never know. He has no limitation on how we can see how he's racing.
We've got what I think is a linked question here. This is someone else on YouTube, Martin on YouTube, asking, what is your zone 2 power? Or maybe you want to say what your zone 2 power was when you were you were in the peak in the Pro Tour.
The answer is I really don't know. and not now, especially not now. What is my zone 2?
So I guess you're not really spending any time looking at any of the numbers and details. You're just out there enjoying the riding now.
For sure, this how can I enjoy the cycling now? It's to join ride with old friends, and to speak with them on the bike after we drink some coffee, and if they continue to train, I turn back. And it's not my priority right now to spend 6 hours on the bike. Then I'm trying to enjoy cycling, and that's why the bicycle course was built, because it's fun.
Yeah, that makes sense. We've got a lot of questions coming in about your training. So just let me know if we get too technical with these questions. But we've got AVP, who's also in the YouTube chat, asking that, do you do weight training, or were you doing weight training when you were racing as well? So, like squats and things like that, was that part of your routine?
Yeah, mostly during the winter. Yeah, I forgot to mention that during the winter time, I was spending a lot of time in gym, maybe 3 times per week. And lifting the weights. After during the season, less, but sometimes I went to the gym to lift the squat. Yeah.
So it's same question, a similar question, I guess. Is Jean-Pierre also in YouTube has said, do you think that weight training is more or less beneficial for mountain biking versus road, or is it equally as important for both disciplines?
Oh, what? I didn't understand.
So the weight training in the gym with weights and resistance, is it more important for mountain biking, or is it the same for mountain biking and road?
It's important for both, because you have on the mountain bike, even more you need the strength, to have good core and stability. And also riding, and technically you have to be good on mountain bike to really feel bicycle. But the strength you need for both, for mountain bike, road bike. You can see also mountain bikers, they are doing a lot of different stuff in the gym, and mostly also for acceleration and stuff, a lot of jumping and for explosive power you need. That is a lot of exercise for that.
Okay, well, I want to come back to the rate.
I think also the thing is you don't have to lift like heavy weights, but it's most important, I think, to train efficiency of the movement and the power to transform your power the correct way into the pedals. You know?
Yeah, no, I think that makes a lot of sense as well. Just coming back to your racing days, Richie Sheeran said, is the one race in the calendar from the road point of view that you're going to miss, that you think, you know, you'd really like, not that you'd really like to do it again, but is there one particular race that you're like, yeah, I missed that throughout the season?
Well, now I can watch them in television, but I had my favorite race, and it was race like Tour Down Under, Argentina, and Tour of California, because that race was just for preparation, relaxed race, you know, no stress. And I really enjoyed time to be there with the team and with the group of friends and riders. And it was a good race, but the race what I'm missing, for sure I miss Milan San Remo, that I didn't win.
Interesting. It's it's a favorite, and I know a certain Tadej has also highlighted that for this season as well. There's a really great question coming on YouTube actually from Sean. Thank you, Sean, for this question as well. It says, hi Peter, in the future, are we going to see you on the staff of a world tour team?
Well, you never know. For now, it's not my intention, but you never know. We will see what the opportunities and how the life is going. Never say never. Then we will see. Maybe one day.
Watch this space. We're getting close towards the end of this ride, Peter. How are you feeling? Are the legs holding up okay? With the community pushing you hard?
I'm still waiting, you know, some people from the back that are doing easy ride, but I'm sweating. It's really hot here.
Well, we really appreciate you joining us here for this ride, Peter. And there is we do need to tell the community something, right? Because this is not the only Tuesday night that you're going to be here on MyWhoosh. Maybe you want to tell the community about what we've got planned in the future.
Yeah, for sure. This is just a first ride what we have together. And every Tuesday in the same hour, we are going to join this coffee ride with me for another 6 weeks. I'm really looking forward for that, guys, and I really appreciated you join me tonight. Yeah, depends where you are. And thank you very much.
Well, Peter, I think it's important to say that it's not just, I don't know if the team told you this, but it's not just a cafe ride for the next 6 Tuesdays.
Oh, well, we have the workout sessions. For sure, then.
Absolutely. I've seen the workout plan, so I don't know how much you've planned this or the team have planned this, but there are some really interesting workouts in the next 6 weeks.
Well, I have to talk like tonight, and I cannot push too much.
I'll let you into a little secret, Peter, that when I do these coaching sessions, I might just lower my FTP by slightly, just so I can talk as the same time of doing a VO2 max effort. But you're probably a lot fitter than me, so you might be able to handle it.
Maybe 1 year ago, yes. Half a year ago.
One last question from the community. We are almost done. I appreciate everyone who's joining us today. Novak in the chat. Novak did ask a few questions, but this is the one that stood out to me, Novak, is who was your toughest competitor? Who would you consider to be the toughest competitor that you ever raced against in your career?
It was always depending from the stage. My competitors could be sprinters, it could be climbers. But Depends. I remember it was one really hard Tour de France when I won green jersey for the first time. That we had a great battle with Matthew Goss. It was hard, but this was my first Tour de France that I had no pressure. After I wanted to win it. It was good.
Well, I think everyone here has probably got a favourite win of Peter Sagan at some point. And I'm sure, Peter, there's going to be more stories when we get to these workouts in the next 6 weeks. There's going to be more stories from Peter Sagan and maybe some of the efforts and workouts and blocks that we're going to be doing in the next 6 weeks. I'm certainly going to be turning up for this. You can tell us when you utilised your Zone 6 in which particular race, and we can all visualise that moment whilst we're training with Peter Sagan.
Oh, wow.
Peter,
Hello?
we're almost there. Yeah, can you hear me okay?
Yeah, sure.
Peter, we're almost there. We're into the last minute or two of this ride. I think everyone has enjoyed this ride. I can see a lot of comments in the chat there saying, thank you, Peter. What a legend, Peter. Lots more questions as well. Don't forget, if you do have more questions for Peter Sagan, bear in mind he will be training and working out with you.